Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today we're going to be going through my recent planner purchases. So I recently picked up several planners and it is time to flip through them, and in the case of one of them, I set them up. So I'm excited. I did record a video where I went to Michael's to find some clearance planners. I was able to find these two. And then of course, I recently put up a video on YouTube with my custom planner that I was designing. And so that has finally arrived, and I'm going to be flipping through all of this and setting it up so that way we can start planning for 2026. I'm actually super excited about that. So we're gonna just start from the top, I think, and go through everything that I picked up. So this one is a collab. It says Dominica Godet. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. She's obviously an illustrator who helped design this with the Happy Planner. It is an 18-month planner that goes from July to December. Now I got this for, I believe, $8. Either $7 or $8. So it was on super discount. It is still good for 16 months at this point, so it's a very good buy if you're looking for a planner, a 2026 planner even. Try to look at your Michaels, because this is a great way of buying a 2026 planner. You just, in addition to getting the 2026 planner, you get the clearance price and you get 6 additional months, so I think it's an amazing deal. So this is 2025-26, as you can see. This cover, I actually really love it. I think I'm going to actually put this on Rose's memory book. So one thing for Rose is that I use a December to November format for her. I like her memory book to run from basically birthday to birthday, and she was born at the beginning of December. And so I like it to basically start in December and end in November, right before her next birthday. That's just my weird little thing. And so that means I need kind of like a cover that says 25-26. So I'm going to use that for her. And the inside cover is so cute. Isn't it cute? Now, I bought it mostly for the discs. I'm a huge disc collector, plastic, metal, all the different shades. I love it. So I don't know that I have a color that's like this baby pink color, and I think it's just gorgeous. I also really wanted the cover for Rose, and so that's pretty much all I purchased it for. Now I need to make a decision on how I'm going to use the rest of this planner. So let's flip through it and take a look. So this is super cute. I really love that. Oh, this is, I'm already seeing a lot of color compared to, ooh, look at this. Okay, this is giving me like, it's going to be very colorful and fun and not as neutral as some of the, the normal kind of like more recent Happy Planners. So we will flip through this and take a look. All right, look at that. Cute little lobster, right? I don't know if that's a thing with the illustrator, but super cute. All right, this one is cute. It says, enjoy the simple things. That's for July. All right, again, this is July 2025. Right, it has lemons down the margin. Okay, it's a classic vertical with lots of color down the spine. I know a lot of people are not a fan of that. So if you want a neutral planner, this is not the choice for you. But definitely, if you just want something already on the page, this is a good choice. All right, so just flipping through all of it, the design stays the same all the way throughout. So we'll go to the end here, and it goes to this cute little thing. And then this divider says, let's see, life is an adventure, enjoy every moment. That's cute, I love that. All right, it still has the lemons. All right, yeah, it still has the lemons. Okay, so this design changed. I think it was the lobster here in the corner, right? Yeah, it was. Right, so these designs, let me just double check. All right, it's exactly the same, right? Okay, so that's the same. All right, so let's go here. It's a squirrel now. All right, the greatest moments are the simplest for September. Okay, so it did change design here. Okay, so I'm sensing already lemons for summer, right? Leaves for fall. All right, I think that's super cute. All right, this is a very seasonal planner. I'm really liking it. All right, look at the pumpkins. Oh, look at this one. If you've got it, Haunted. Oh, this is really nice. I love that. Can you see the kind of like, it goes from matte to shiny. I love that. Okay, it's still leaves. All right, so I'm assuming the inside is leaves as well. Yep. All right, but the pumpkins are like right here in this box. So that actually is not super great for me with memory book planning. So if I use this for Rose's memory book, 1, you'd have to go with the season. And 2, it takes up the space, and I would always feel the need to cover that up. All right, there's the squirrel again. All right, look at this one. This is all squirrels. That's cute. All right, did we see a squirrel before? All right, I'm all over the place, you guys. Yeah, we did. Okay, I thought we did. Okay, so there's the squirrel again. All right, look, can't candy canes. That's cute. Okay, warm winter wishes. I love this. I love the dividers. They're super cute seasonal dividers, and I actually really like how decorative this is. I like the pages and everything too. It's just I can't use it for a memory book, right? And then look at this. I'm not a huge fan of like this with this. Like they don't go together in my mind, right? But this covers, I mean, or this divider is really cute. It just doesn't go with the other one. Wait a minute. Okay, that doesn't make sense, but apparently it goes into January as well. All right, I've got lots of thoughts about this planner. Okay, so this bow, fill your heart with love and flowers. Okay, that's really cute. I love that. All right, I'm already thinking I cannot use it for Rose's memory book, but the bow is cute. Is it the same color? Yep, same color and everything. All right, we'll flip here. The bunny. Today is the perfect day to start living your dreams. Still flowers here with the bunny design in the corner. Right, this is cute, like little strawberries right there. And this looks like the cover. Every day is a fresh start. All right, still flowers, but it has like that floral design in the corner. All right, go into June. All right, back to lemons. Okay, so do one thing each day that brings you happiness. And here's the lemon design again. So this one is a different, ooh, see, okay, so again, it crosses over into this box. It's really cute. All right, here's the lobster again. All right, so I'm assuming this repeats from July into December, is that it repeats, right? So have a thankful heart and a positive mind. For August, yeah, the flowers I think are the exact same as August 2025. Right, squirrel's the same. Oh wait, embrace what today will bring. That's cute. Right, yeah, that's all the same, right? All right, let's go to October. Wait a minute, what happened here? Oh, okay, I got distracted. Okay, there's the pumpkin, but it has like this thing where you can plant. That's a random extra sheet in there. That's really cute. Or cool, I didn't mean cute. This cover is so cute though. Wow, that's so cute. All right, that's October 2026. This is different. I recall this. But that's, okay. I've got lots of thoughts. All right, delight in small joys and simple comforts. All right, that's cute. All right, the squirrel again. Squirrel again. All right, and then there's the candy cane. This one, Merry Christmas. So cute. I love these dividers. This is, I think that's different, but I don't recall. All right, let's go to the very back. The notes page is so cute. Okay, my initial thought is this is such a cute planner. It's such a cute seasonal planner that I would want to maybe use it as a seasonal planner. Like I could just use just the dividers and the monthlies. Yeah, I gotta make a plan for this. I'm going to this year not purchase planners without using them next year. So I'm buying all these 2026 planners. I am going to commit to using them. So this one I need to make a use for. All right. So we're going to go here to the second one that I got from Michael's, hopefully a lot quicker as a flip through. But the reason I got this was for the cover. I just thought this was so cute. It's like their new release of like the embroidered covers, and this one was so fun. I love that. It is a 12-month planner, not an 18-month one. So either $7 or $8, and it's 12 months because of the cover. So in terms of price point, it's about the same as the 18-month planner, but you trade off the 6 months for the cover. All right, so this one's not as good of a deal if you're looking for trying to find a 2026 planner. You only get 6 months of 2026 with this planner. But again, I got it for the divider because it's so cute. Right, look at this happy planner. I actually think that's so cute. I love that. Right, and so immediately flipping to this page, you can tell it's going to be a lot more neutral. Right, so it's got like that random dot pattern that they've kind of moved to with the more recent happy planners. Right, so and this looks like the currently page for the neutral happy planners. So this one says find the good, just repeated a couple of times for July. Right, and again, it's got the random dot pattern. Right, so this one is a classic dashboard, which I have been using for my personal growth planner, and I think I might just continue using it for my personal growth planner. So random dots here, super cute. All right, so that's all the same, right? So then we'll go to August and look at that divider. That's so cute, right? Same random dot pattern. I'll show you on a weekly. So you can see July, August, exactly the same. The rest of the months will be exactly the same. We'll just take a look at the dividers at this point. Bloom from the heart. I love this color combo. That's so cute, right? I like the black and white and this kind of like mustard yellow. That's so gorgeous, right? You will never regret being kind. Oh, this pattern is so cute. Happiness starts from within. Smile more, love more, live more. These dividers are really cute. Love your life. Growth is growth no matter how small. Live the story you want to tell. You are so rare. Right, and then the notes page on the back. All right, I need to take this off. Take that off. So, as I already mentioned, I did use a dashboard, actually the Simply layout, for my personal growth planner in 2025, at least part of it. And so I think I'm going to use the pages for 2026 as my personal growth planner. In fact, it's just now September. I might just start in September and just lose these first 2 months in terms of like, I'll just redate it and then just start in this planner with my personal growth. So I might do that and just finish out, you know, 2026, or not finish out, but like start the year all the way until June 2026 in this planner for my personal growth. I use my personal growth planner just to track volunteer events, so that would be a good plan. All right, this video is very long already, so I've got one last item that I picked up, and that's the parenting, the custom planner that I designed on the Happy Planner website. I did get the parenting layout. I'm realizing that this video is getting a little bit longer, so I think I might speed through the actual setup portion of it, but let's take a look. First of all, I've only ordered, this is my very first custom planner. I've never ordered a custom planner. I've only ordered like the actual pre-done planners, and this box is so cute, right? I see these, and I would definitely just toss these, and I can use this box to store pages. All right, this box is really cute. It says custom planner on it. I just love it. It's just a really nice box. So I am going to save this box, you guys, you know, and I will use that. This is cute too. I could probably, nope, I was gonna say I can use for pens or pencils, but no, it's empty on that side. So let's talk about the things that I got. All right, so the first thing that I decided to add to my order, and this was, I think, a slight upgrade or upcharge, was I ended up getting these blush expander discs. And the reason I got these was not to put on this planner, but just to have more expander discs. And so I'm still going to put it on this planner just because I ordered it together. But yeah, all right, so that's the first thing I got. I also decided to pick up, and I can't remember the name of it, Seasonal Whimsy, something like that. I can't remember. All right, let's get into this packaging. Sorry for the noise, but it comes with the covers and dividers. Okay, so let's look at this cover. It's so cute. It says plans really tiny right there. This is really cute. In fact, this reminds me a lot of the Dominica Illustrator designs. So let me see. They look similar. You know, like, I mean, I feel like it's a very similar style. I'm gonna have to do some research to see if it's the same illustrator. I mean, they look close. All right, the reason I said that was because of this inside design. All right, I don't know for sure. All right, I'm gonna do some research on that one. But this is the inside cover, right? And so in terms of looking at these two covers, now that I'm flipping through them at the same time, I would use this as the second set for Rose's memory planner if I need to expand to a second set, right? Now, dividers. I am excited because these are seasonal dividers. I love seasonal dividers. I lost December. All right, so let's look through this. All right, Hello New Year, so cute. I love it. Okay, so I think I knew that they were double-sided, but now I actually see that they're double-sided. That's so cute. That's a different pattern altogether. It's so cute. Okay, look at this. The little dog in the couch driving. That's adorable. All right, happy spring. I love that little picnic blanket with the strawberries. Again, doesn't that feel like that illustrator? I think so. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up. All right, spring flower happy hour. That's cute. Same design on the back. All right, May is just flowers, but very cute flowers. This one has a bunch of like summer phrases on it. Summer love and hello sunshine. This is gorgeous. I love this. This is like a July patriotic like cart. I love that. Oh, I love it. That's so cute. All right, hello summer. Love fall. These are stamps. Aren't they cute? All right, let's get spooky. Okay, so all right, it's kind of like an iridescent black. I love that. Okay. Ooh, the ghosts are cute. Grateful and happy. Look at this giant turkey. All right, I love that. This is so gorgeous. Love this one. Love the bows. All right, it really feels like the same illustrator, but I might just be mistaken. All right, so those were the two things. I wanted to also show you this before I gave you, or like went through the parenting layout. So this is like the little stabilizer where you're able to put the discs in here and snap on all the pages. I don't think I'll use it. I'm a pro at changing pages out because I do that all the time. But it does come with your custom planner order, so that way you can, sorry for the noise, so that way you can kind of set up the planner really quickly. All right, comes with this backing. All right, so I'll toss that. Okay. Not toss and like have it slide everywhere. Okay, so this planner is the parenting layout. This was, I think, the only way you could get the parenting layout for 2026. And as I mentioned in a video a while back, I'm actually planning to use this for a potential medical binder, like to try to do updates with caregiving, taking care of my own health, taking care of my kids' health. So just trying to track some of those things. All right, so it's parenting edition, as it says right here, 2026. And I believe it is dated for 2026, so I'm excited about that. It's not an undated one where I would have to take care of all of that in addition to everything else I've got going on. All right, 2026 and 2027, it's got like this neutral layout, right? And it covers, of course, the 12 months for 26. All right, and this back page is a giant notes page, and I love that, okay? I think that that's great for me if I'm using it for like medical notes. It's just a nice journaling spot for that. And then of course right here is where you would put the divider, okay? So the divider would go right here, and then on this right here, you would know if you're with the Happy Planner a lot, this would just kind of be glued together and it would flip to the monthly, right? You wouldn't get the double-sided divider. So I love that they're printing a back to the divider and then printing this so that way it's not completely blank. You can definitely like decorate that. That would be so cute. All right, so 26. All right, so it says right here, monthly habits. List 3 habits this month that cultivate positive routines and boost productivity, and there's a spot for 3. And then of course it's dated, so it has all of the like usual Happy Planner holidays. Right, this page is the one that's between the monthly and the weekly. So it says, looking back on last month's highlights and memories for family, friends, home, work, health, fun, and finances. I love that. I think I am going to actually just use it just like that as a kind of goals planning page for my family. And this one says, family, focus, and goals. Take time before the next month to gather as a family and discuss goals, dreams, and areas of improvement. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to a bright, fulfilling future together. I won't read the rest, but I'll hold it up so you can see it. All right, you get a chance for 3 focuses and 3 goals. So I love that. All right, and then you go into the very first week. So the way it's laid out is you can see here that there are multiple spots, right? So the first set of things here is the top 5 home choices, sorry, oh my gosh, home chores to buy and due dates. So obviously you can white that out or like cover it with washi or a header of some sort to relabel it if you need to as whatever you need that to be. Same thing here, you could relabel this, but it says initially meal plan, and you get like a very small condensed version of a weekly planner, and then there's a notes section. And then this side is another to-do list, right? And then you get your, what I consider like a condensed vertical layout. It's vertical on one page, right? And then at the very bottom, there's a favorite moment, all right? And the design is very neutral, as you can see, and it just does that all the way through. Okay, so I am going to skip showing you all the rest of this, right? And we're gonna just go to the very back and let's just take a look. All right, so this is a blank page. Huh, there are a couple of blank pages. It must be, I'm not quite sure why I have blank pages. Okay, so yeah, there's some blank, okay. All right, so this is January of basically 2027. So end of December, right? Ends there, and then they gave me a few extra pages. It looks like one, let's see how many months. That's 1. There are 2 extra months. I did not know that it did that. So I have 2 extra months of parenting layout that's completely undated. That actually is really cool. I don't know that I need it, so I'm going to hold on to this. But yeah, that's actually very interesting. I didn't know that. So I am going to now, taking a look at time, I'm just going to try to speed this up. I'm going to put all of this together on fast forward so that way it will be all together, and we're going to come back. I haven't yet decided or finalized my 2026 planner lineup, but this will definitely go into it. Like I said earlier, if I bought it, I'm using it in 2026. That's the goal. All right, so let's speed through this and get this all set up. Okay, it is all set up and ready to go. So again, I have my parenting layout. I have got this 12-month planner for half of 2026. And then I've got this 18-month planner that I have all of 2026 as well as some of 2025. So these were the 3 planners that I purchased. This was only 3 planners, but a very long video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I always like to look for the discounts. So that is what these are for, but also there are things that I just want to try, like this parenting layout. And it was just nice to be able to order a custom planner with some of the things that I really wanted to just try with the custom planner. So I go the entire range. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.